Hey guys, it's your boy Hey Spaceman.
And I'm Trendy.
And today we're just going to be talking about adulting in this world. I chose this topic because I feel like it's the most controversial. It's mm, the thing that most people can connect with.
It's very real.
Yeah, yeah, it is very real. The struggle is real. The
Okay.
struggle is real. We're going to get into the struggle though. We just trying to break the ice right now. It's nerves behind the camera, right?
Well, not right now for me. I was born for the camera. I am the baddest babe.
I'm so nervous.
Your show. This is about you. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about and do it however you want. Whatever format works for you. You're just testing the waters right now.
Can we talk about what's on your list right now? They look amazing.
This is Summer Fridays. I believe
No, for real, they look good.
it's Vanilla Beige from Summer Fridays. You can get that at Sephora. It's one of my favorite lip glosses. I got it for my girlfriend for her birthday. Um, yeah, it keeps your lips nice and moisturized, and it's vegan.
Let's start there. Today I am feeling grateful. Today I'm feeling grateful. Overall, I am feeling a little stuck in life. I'm feeling a little. I'm happy with where I am, but I just feel like I could be or should be doing more.
Mhm. Well, I like to say that we shouldn't be comparing ourselves to people. Not that you said that you do that, but I know a lot of us do that thanks to social media. There's a lot of influence coming from every which way, and we think that we should be moving at a faster pace than we are. But there's not much that we can do, especially um, because of the lives we were born into, if that makes any sense. Young black people, young queer black people.
Or what will make you feel fulfilled? Financial stability.
Financial stability. And also, for some reason in my mind, always is romantic uh, fulfillment. And socialism, I don't know. I don't get much, romance in my life, being the kind of person that I am, just a flamboyant. I'm non-gender conforming and gender non-binary, and I'm not sure if a lot of people like that because I don't get a lot of attention. I feel like so it weighs on my heart, and I feel like for some reason that would make me feel a little wholer. We see a lot of stuff about love in media, and I grew up like listening to romance songs and watching romantic movies, and it's like they always end up happily together, and it's like, when am I going to be?
Is it important to be well known? Like, is that something that's important to you guys? I think it's important to make an impact in some way.
I like that.
I like the word impact. Even if the whole world doesn't know, the community knows.
Somebody knows.
Just leaving something behind.
I was here. Word to Beyonce.
Because people are going to talk about you as you die. So it's like, what will you be known for? So I think it is important to be known for something good, basically. Right. Yeah.
As she said, I feel like impact is important. Not so much, being known globally or nationally. As long as you touch somebody's heart in a positive way and they think differently because of something you brought to their attention, I think that's important. And you could do that in many ways, from a little TikTok video to a song to an entire
Podcast.
yes.
To a podcast. For me, is it important to be known? It's important to be known because I want to spread my influence. I don't know any other way to spread my influence. I want to spread my influence on a massive scale, basically. I think it's important that I can touch people like on my day to day, but I would also like to touch people who I don't even know or haven't met in life or will never meet.
They just see you on some media form and are touched.
What are you doing when people see you? Being myself. That's the thing. It's so hard. Like, how do you capitalize off being yourself?
Okay.
That's how you. How do you capitalize off being yourself? It's not nobody out here teaching us this. It's literally no. Oh my god. It's nobody out here teaching us to capitalize off being ourselves. Like, how do I tap into what my talents are? How do I find what my talents are? And how do I make money and influence other people off what my talents are?
Do you have any do you guys have any influences? Like, is there somebody that you look up to that they were being themselves and you saw how successful they became and you're like, I can do that for myself too?
I personally have many influences. A lot being musical artists, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Mariah Carey, all singing about their lives and sometimes random stories, but the storytelling and the wording and the emotional, uh, I don't even know, tone.
Execution. Okay.
Yes, uh, of the art that they create has impacted me on a major scale and created me to be the person that I am today.
I would say Janae Aiko for sure. Just in all her poetry, like the poetry she puts out, she talks about so much of her struggle. She talks about her struggle with sobriety. She talks about her struggle with like death. She talks about her struggle with just connecting with other human beings. So I choose Janae for sure. I have like a lot of commonalities with her when it comes to being sober, when it comes to sex, when it comes to fucking being a fairy.
Mm.
Seriously.
She's very ethereal.
Yeah, very. When it comes to being this fucking person who overly feels like so much, yeah, I connect with her a lot.
Is she a Pisces too?
She is a Pisces.
Yes, honey.
Back to financial stability, you said you guys wanted. How are you guys managing your money?
I'm not spending it. I do my best at not spending any money because once I do, it'll be gone. Like literally, because I like stuff that costs money. Like if it doesn't have a brand on it,
What if
for
you
some
going
my,
first?
huh?
What if you going first?
What do you mean?
Like I look at it like I spend all my money. Like I'm horrible at managing money, but I spend it all because like what about the other money?
Oh God.
But what if there's an emergency and you're still alive?
Exactly.
That's people with good money management. That's people with good money management. I be looking at it like, child, I want what I want right now in this moment, and yeah.
Well, how old are you guys?
I'm 23.
I'm 25. I did not know you were 23.
Yes, you did. We spoke about this before.
I thought you were a year younger than me. How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay.
And
Y'all
being
old.
26,
Bitch.
the the ghost that's following you is like, you gotta have your own insurance.
Oh
so
my
it's like
God.
at some point we have to low key manage our money because what?
But make sure you use that insurance while you got it. Not use it, but
Oh yeah, definitely.
appreciate it.
But I manage my money the best I can by like I always try to just put something away. I always tell people just make up a number and then just save that with every check.
I can't even.
It could be like $10 because like eventually it all adds up. Sometimes I do 50, sometimes I do 100. And
I do really good at not spending money. And when I do spend money, it's like $30, $25.
Right. But I like to spend money because
I love to spend money,
I
honey.
worked, and I want.
But I don't like to spend money that I work for.
I want to buy these clothes. I want to go on vacation.
Oh wait, let's switch topics real quick. Let's get into relationships. And
I was thinking that too.
Let's get into relationships and friendships. First off, are you guys in a relationship?
No.
Not officially, no.
Trent, you talked about your struggle.
Yeah.
With, connecting with other people intimately.
Yes. It's just hard to find people. I don't know. There's not a lot of gay dating apps. It's more hookup apps. There's a lot of people I'm sure know.
I wish that we as gays had the opportunity to walk up to somebody on the street that we think is attractive and be like,
I think you're
like,
cute.
Yeah,
Are you single? Are you open? But no, a lot of people take offense to, compliments, but sometimes they don't, which is nice. I'm actually a little bolder, which is, I guess you could say, somewhat ironic. I'll be just saying anything to these men up on the street because they'll do that to girls. I'm like, put it out. But no, they be weird online, and it's really I feel like online is where you find men now. Like it's not really easy to find men outside, because I could say something to a man, but they're gonna keep walking, or they might smile or be like, "Thank you."
Right. Not nobody, but it's not common when even if they are interested in you, they stop and talk to you and have conversation with you out in the open because everybody like I don't want nobody to see me.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
When I'm with my male friends, they'll be like, "Oh, you didn't see that guy? He was like trying to talk to me." I'm like, I didn't even notice. Like, why would he do that? Why was he doing it like that? Like, he crept up behind you. He's been circling the restaurant.
Yes.
Like,
Yes, niggas be creeps and predators. They be hunting for meat, honey. You're like, oh girl, you ain't see him left the place 3 times, honey.
No, anybody ever give you a handshake and do that little shit with their finger?
No, that has not happened to me.
I was like, no, this boy did that shit to me one time so aggressively, and I'm like pulling my hand, and he like
Was
fingering
he
it.
handsome?
He was very cute. He was fingering the shit out my hand though. It was a no for me.
Meow.
Relationship. I'm not in a relationship, but I am not currently talking to other people for someone. Okay.
Don't do that, honey. Either talk about what it.
Whoa.
No, because I remember I did that for this boy who I just met because I'm a romantic at heart. Yes, and he told me he had just got out of a relationship and he had came back to get my information from my managers at the job I was working with when I went on lunch. And I thought he really liked me. Why did he get back with his ex like right after?
But this is not somebody I just met.
It don't matter. They gonna do the same. Let me not be like that. That's so cynical. Yes. Exactly. And it's not cheating because we're not together. We is not together. And I'm too. And are we playing? Or can we communicate? Can we be open? I don't know. Being open is okay.
Yeah.
You know, but you have to talk about that.
I would say I'm single, but I'm not doing anything. Period. And I think that I am a very well loved person, and I do get my needs met. I have my needs, and so it takes a community. It takes putting the work and the give and take. I'm a loving person, but I try to keep it low key. But you know, I don't know. When I get it back, it's just like, all right, now I can like really be me. Like, you know, you have to pick and choose who you relationship with. Friendships are relationships, or family is relationships. So it's like, we're gonna do this. It has to be with like the right people, the right way. Right. So that makes you feel like I'm not fully single. Final answer for 400.
Okay. How do you think? Like, what's the answer to stay? Not the answer, but like, what do you think is the way to stay happy in a relationship? If you ever been in a relationship, have you ever been in a relationship?
I've never been in a relationship, no, but I feel like communication is key in every relationship. I have friendships.
As much as you want if the person not getting that shit.
Openly. Well, if they're not understanding it, then it's not communication. It's one sided. You know, if that makes any sense. And you should do what you have to do to get your needs met. And if that means leaving that person because they don't hear you when you're talking, when you're communicating. I'm glad you forgot. I'm actually glad you forgot. I can't even find this brush because it fell. I don't know. It's a lot, you know. Even friendships can be a lot.
Like, what do you think it takes to stay happy in a friendship?
Communicating openly and telling your friend like what is going on. You know, if you don't like something, address it right then and there. Don't hold it, let it weigh on your heart, and let other instances of it happen more. You know what I mean?
That's hard to do sometimes. Like sometimes your friend. What? Sometimes your friend can do something that you don't like.
You better wait the next night till the next night. It needs to be fresh.
When you're friends with somebody, and you're really friends with somebody, you know when you fucked up. And you know you have to have that conversation. I personally like to just take it head on, like I will address right away. But I know how to do it in a way where it's like we're not cursing at each other, we're not yelling at each other, but this is like a heavy topic I did not like. You're mature. Just because I like
if you
now,
like,
look,
you have to nurture your relationship.
I've had a lot of friends in my life, but there's only a few that have stuck. And it's just like it's because we put the work in. You have proven to me that this is something worth keeping, and I, in return, will keep showing up. So I think that for me, it's like showing up. Just like doing the unspoken thing, keeping it so that you don't have to have that conversation because I hardly have those conversations. But sometimes I do fuck up, or my friend might fuck up, but it's very rarely because I'm doing the work.
I like that.
But some people aren't worth the work. That's when it becomes too much.
But you have to evaluate that.
Having a good time in all my relationships.
Exactly.
We're friends. We should be having a good time.
Vibing.
What the heck?
Vibing.
30, 40, 50 years.
Forever. Around my kids.
Be my neighbor, bro.
It was people out like when I was young. Well, the next question is: do you feel like it was easier to maintain relationships when you were younger opposed to now? When I was younger, I thought that those people were going to be like lifelong friends. Like I see you as somebody I'm going to rock with forever. And now I don't know shit about those people. I don't have conversation with them. I don't know anything about them. The friendship that I want now, if we build a friendship in any way, be prepared to be around for the rest of my life because I'm not fucking around at this age.
Like, what's the point?
I know me, you need to know who you are. We need to coexist. If we're having some type of turmoil, we need to be able to communicate that as adults.
And work it out, but not only coexist, but uplift and nurture each other. We should be wanting great for our friends, better for our friends,
What about jealousy and friendships?
And that is very real. I do tend to feel I don't know. I don't like to use the word jealous, but I be like feeling some type of way because I feel like everybody be talking to somebody, and I'm alone all the time, which is okay. I have to get better with being okay with that, but I have to change that. You can't be jealous or mad at nobody because they're talking to somebody.
No, for real.
So I feel like you have to change your mindset or change the way you think of things, like change the framework, if that makes any sense. Um, yeah. Once you start feeling those emotions, you gotta be like, well, no, that is my friend and somebody that I love. Where's that coming from? And then you have to realize where it's coming from and uproot it the best way you know how. Take a breath and reevaluate, honey, because that's your girl, you know?
What do you think about jealousy and friendships?
Well, first, I hate feeling jealous because I'm an Aries. I don't
Brrrr.
Aries, so I do my best to avoid it. But
Aries get spicy.
It does happen. Basically, I did go through a point in time. Okay, so basically, going back to the question about easier to maintain friendships when you're younger or older. When I was younger, it was easier because I didn't have any responsibilities. Like, I'll be at your house every day. We're gonna like stay up all night, hang out, we cook, we just chilling, we're shopping, we're just kids. So I don't know, something about that has always stuck with me. So it's kind of like shown up in my adult relationships. But I had to realize like it's different when you're an adult. You can still do those things, but not the same way. So there was a point in time where I would get jealous when I couldn't like replicate those childlike friendships. There's like sometimes there's no time for fun. We gotta get serious.
For real.
Like, shit is fucked up. I'm not laughing. But I need support. But since I've been working on my maturity and stuff, I can exist in my friendships and not be jealous because my needs are getting met. So how can I be jealous when I already got what I want?
Right.
And like, where I'm like giving it to myself.
That's beautiful.
It takes a lot of work. It's not perfect, but
I don't struggle too much with jealousy and friendships, but in a relationship, I was once in a relationship years ago, and I was jealous of my partners. I was jealous of like the relationship he had with his parents. I was jealous of like just the shit he had going on, and I didn't have those in my life, and it was something that I didn't know I was jealous. I just knew I was angry with him about those things for a long time, and I didn't know why. And I even spoke to him like I'm actually jealous of those things. And once I realized like this shit is
that is so hot that you could
real.
talk to him about that.
Once I realized that shit was jealousy, and we worked through it, I felt fine.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah, I felt fine. I look out for that shit though.
Yes.
And like upcoming.
It's so great that you can recognize that within yourself. So many people will just take that and run with that and be like, ugh.
I'm like, why the fuck I mad at this me all the time? I was jealous.
But there's so many things we could be jealous of.
But basically, it's human.
Yes, very much so.
It's human. Yeah.
You could be jealous because somebody's funnier than you. Why they always laughing at his jokes? And I'm funny too. The whole time it's because you never got no attention as a child.
Whole time.
Awatashi wasta.
I fuck with it.
I don't.
Bitch.
No, but this was really cute, really fun. Guys, we touched on a lot of stuff. A lot of heavy things.
Anything you guys want to get off your chest before we wrap up?
Well, this bitch had a lot to say about me, no
Okay.
Touch your mic off. Yeah, touch your mic off.
Embezzle?
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 Treasure embezzle? Stupid.